because all 4 matches pit WCW members against NWO members as they go back to David Penzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match at Starrcade is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing the New World Order from Atlanta, Georgia, Buff Bagwell.
Well, here's another member of the NWO who has attempted to make light of one total package Lex Luger. Yes, he has won. He is, what now, 2-0, 3-0 against Luger. If you count what happened on WCW Saturday Night recently, 3-0 against Luger, but those are countouts. Those are disqualifications. He is yet to pin Lex Luger.
Instead of Lex Luger, you got a new name. You know what it is?
What?
Lex Luger.
That's pretty creative.
Yeah, he's beside himself, but I guarantee you, I spoke with Lex tonight before we went on the air. Focused, he is understanding the importance, guys, of what's happening right here tonight at Starrcade. Opened up with so much controversy surrounding the referee, so much controversy surrounding Kevin Nash, so much controversy, but starting to clear up as we ease towards Hogan and Steen.
Buff Bagwell of the NWO. Well, let's not forget, the NWO, if you believe in old momentum, has the momentum because of what happened in the 6-man tag. Buff Bagwell is in the ring. David Penzer will never forget Buff Bagwell for Monday, and we'll go back to David one more time.
His opponent is from Chicago, Illinois. He's the total package, Lex Luger.
Buff Bagwell called him Lex Luger, but if you go back in 1997, and we're beginning a brand new year here in about a week or so, less than a week, Lex Luger was anything but a loser. He was world heavyweight champion, and he comes out with a purpose here. One of the most recognizable physiques in the entire world. The total package Lex Luger.
What an electrifying night, guys. Wow.
And Luger has
your eyebrows.
Sure will. Luger has several points to make in this matchup with Bagwell. One is to get a clean victory over Bagwell. As you mentioned, Tony, Bagwell, yes, he's beaten him 3 times, disqualifications, countouts, never via pinfall or submission. And also, Luger wants to be known as the total package of professional wrestling. Bagwell calls himself the new total package.
Yeah, right. No one buys that unless you're a member of the NWO. And Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell. Bagwell immediately goes to the floor.
He's a little upset, isn't he?
I guess he is.
I would be too if I was 0 for 4 against Buff.
0 for 4? Did he just tack on another one? Well, of course.
He's anticipating.
He's NWO. He can do whatever he wants, right?
He's hallucinating.
I mean, if you can have someone make bogus tag team belts, you can up the ante on your win-loss record each and every day if you want.
Yeah, up the ratings, right? With where you are your rankings. I mean, you're up in the high up in the rankings. 4-0. He said 3-0. Well, I guarantee you, he better get in there and get his whipping. I need my space. Why don't you get back?
You know, we've been concentrating so much on Nick Patrick being named as the referee for Hollywood Hogan and Sting. Let's not overlook another referee, and that's Bret Hart. He'll be the 3rd man in the matchup with Larry Zbyszko and Eric Bischoff. And what role will Bret the Hitman Hart play?
They always try to be one up on us. They always try to stack the deck in their favor. And there's a lot of questions about stacking the deck as it relates to the last 2 matches tonight, and we'll see if that plays out. Remember, Bret said that he was not going to help Eric Bischoff. If you're looking for help, you're looking the wrong way.
Yeah, but what did he do the next week?
The next week he came out in the NWO limousine. The bell sounds, and here we go.
Also remember that Bret Hart said that if anyone in professional wrestling knows the role that a referee can play, it is him, and he knows it from personal experience. And I think at this point, we also have to give Bret Hart the benefit of the doubt.
You just never know. I mean, there's just so much riding on tonight that you can see that that in many ways we're very paranoid. But as the anticipation grows and we get closer to the event, we certainly know that it gets down to who can compete and who can win in the ring.
Well, Luger just bowled his way in there, didn't let him go, stayed right with him, went ahead and said hello to him right here.
Well, that's the first.
Yeah.
He dropped someone by spitting on him.
Yeah, well, Bagwell, I tell you, was a lot better when he was outside with his new robe on. Athletic ability he does possess, though.
No
guys,
question.
And you cannot underestimate the new order.
Back of Lex Luger goes Buff Bagwell. Into the chest. One of the big NWO WCW matchups on this Starrcade night of 1997. And Lex Luger rebounds.
We're even up at this point, 1-1, after the Giant took care of Scott Hall in a non-scheduled match, only to see the NWO win the six-man tag.
Well, you know, that's a good way to put it. Realistically, the NWO is up 1-0 if you talk about scheduled real matches. Down goes Buff Bagwell from a big gorilla. And then Buff Bagwell sent all the way outside.
Luger looks good tonight, looks determined, really taking his time, thinking about what he's doing, not making any silly, stupid mistakes.
Lethal running lariat by Luger sent Bagwell out to the floor, and you can see that look of determination on the face of Luger tonight.
You know, Luger has been involved in many matches.
Who's Vincent?
Of course he wants Vincent to come up. Can they not do anything alone? Can they not make it man-on-man?
Yeah, Luger needs to stay right where he's at right now. He don't want to get down this aisleway here if Vincent is coming out, and you see him right here. This is what Vincent, now, I talked about his athletic ability. He's a street fighter, though. This is what he does the best from the outside. He's a tough guy, and sometimes tough guys do win.
Vincent's going to come out, I guess, for moral support as Lex Luger awaits in the ring, and that was the smart thing to do here.
Yeah, he didn't want to get out there and to mess with him down that aisleway.
We'll talk about the many big matches Luger's been involved in, and you guys know his career well documented, but this one tonight, not only for pride, but also he wants to start things rolling for WCW. It's very important for Luger to get this win tonight so that when DDP comes up a little bit later on, he can feel the WCW momentum, and then maybe Zbyszko then, and of course, as the eyes of the entire sports world watches on, hopefully Sting can bring the world title back to where it belongs. Take off all the paint, all of that spray paint that's been put on by Hollywood Hogan. Luger stops the momentum there, and Lex Luger sends Bagwell in. Into the ring post.
Ragging him right there. Good job.
And now Luger getting a little fired up here, Mike.
Sure, and as Luger looks around ringside, he sees his peers from World Championship Wrestling cheering him on.
And that does a lot. That means a lot, believe you me.
Great athletes draw off the fans. I'm telling you, I know. I was there. It drives you to do inhuman things sometimes. And I really agree with that. He will, you know, just move off of people backing him up right here. But after being chastised 3 times by Bagwell about victories and stuff, that even is driving him, I really believe, more than anything else.
And Vincent up on the apron for just a second to interfere.
If I could continue with that, no one drew as much from the fans as a man named Sting about 18 months ago. But the man named Sting who's going to come to the ring tonight is a much different man than we've known. So I wonder exactly what we're going to see tonight. I look on tonight's world title match with a lot of anticipation, but also a lot of curiosity as well. And outside goes Vincent.
Vincent was curious, and he just got decked, got hit right in the chops by a big right hand from Lex Luger.
But that distraction paid off for Bagwell, who turns the tide.
That's exactly what it was there. Distraction only, and a kick to the ribs. And now Buff Bagwell riding Lex Luger now, using the throat to the ropes, and Billy Silverman pushing the man back. And now you see Vincent. This is exactly why he called for Vincent to come out. And We talked about the stipulations, many stipulations. We talked about the rules, about the way the NWO has been able to manipulate the system, get things going their way because of their win over a year ago at War Games. Therefore, Vincent can come to the ring, and there's nothing the referee can do.
What a cocky and arrogant attitude Bagwell has at this point, even slapping Luger in the face.
And you know, there's a little bad blood between this referee too and the New World Order when you think back on it. Just looking in there, we're talking about referees tonight and the controversy surrounding them. You know, this thing is setting real well, I think, with the New World Order. Because Billy Silverman, am I correct in saying that? Didn't he get ragged pretty good?
Certainly did.
By the New World Order?
Yeah, they've been abusing all the officials.
And obviously they're human. They get involved emotionally in matches. They try not to. But how can you help not to get emotionally involved in a match when you're a referee if you've been pounded by a guy like Buff Bagwell, if he's hit you?
Hey, Mom, I'm not doing so good.
Is there some intimidation because of that fact on the part of the NWO? That has to play a part as well.
Shut up.
Later tonight, Bret the Hitman Hart will be a referee as well. Eric Bischoff and Larry Zbyszko collide for a power struggle with Nitro in the balance. Tomorrow, when we're in Baltimore, it'll either be WCW Monday Nitro or NWO Monday Nitro.
Think about that. Wow.
Pounding the back of Luger. Small of the back, Buff Bagwell. Oh, he loves to pose. Bagwell. As Luger gets up, he gets back to him once again.
Yeah, and he measured him up because Bagwell just strolled in there wide open. He's catching some good elbows, right in the knock, and then a big right hand right here, guys. Thumb off, fingers to the eyeball.
Into the corner, foot to the face.
Staggered him out.
Running lariat. Luger just had enough presence to make that maneuver work, but he hasn't enough now to follow up with something else.
Now, Bagwell has been relying on shortcuts, outside interference on the part of Vincent, and it's tough for Luger to come back against this 2-on-1 situation, covered by Bagwell for a 2 count.
Luger kicked away, Bagwell back to the attack once again.
Right back behind him. Got that chin hooked in there real good. A lot of power with Buff Bagwell. Really well developed and strong. And there you see him. Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat's tag teams of the 90s, I call them. They've held the World Tag Team titles for so long. They here in unison. WCW looking on as the world looks on tonight at this Starrcade, this match of destiny. Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Steen.
The two-man Stevie Ray, Booker T.
Hey guys, these guys were lined, these people, these great fans were lined up, even though they had tickets lined up when we came here today.
12 noon this afternoon Eastern time.
Sure they were. I didn't know the exact time, Mike, but I'm gonna write that down.
But Mike does.
7 hours before the event, they were lined up around the building
and
here
they
at
had
the MCI
tickets.
Center.
And they had tickets.
They just wanted to be here today. They wanted to be at the site of professional wrestling history. And as
Got
you
him
look
broke
in the
down.
ring,
Look at this.
You look at the 24,000 fans, 3 decks of the MCI Center. This event opened, or this venue opened earlier this month. Home of the Wizards of the NBA, the Capitals of the National Hockey League, and as you said earlier, Mike, the very first professional wrestling event ever is tonight, and the biggest match ever is coming up later on, Sting and Hogan. But Luger is getting a second win here. Oh, and Bagwell cut him off with that one.
I'm gonna tell you what, Bagwell's done a good job. I mean, he's got help from Vincent, but Iron Mike, don't you agree? I mean, he's done a good job of going ahead and staying steady to the task, knowing that he's in there, you know, with the total package Lex Luger.
Bagwell has used that help, those shortcuts, to his best advantage to control this quick roll-up by Luger for 2.
Oh, and a running lariat down again goes Luger. Oh, a 2 count. And right now you see Vincent shaking his head, I believe, seeing the NWO get kind of frustrated here. You know, it would not be beneath, if you think about the track record over the past 4 weeks now, it would not be beneath a guy like Bagwell or Vincent to do something to get Luger disqualified so they can claim another win. you know, winning, pinning is really not worrying them right now.
Bagwell just really at this point wants to get his hand raised again against Luger by whatever means.
Well, I'll tell you what, these fans are electric. Luger to come up from where he's at right now, sitting in a prone position. Needs to get out of this mess. He needs to jump up out of this mess. And that's easier said than done.
Billy Silverman checking, and Bagwell thinking this thing should be over, but Luger has a lot of reserve left. Lex Luger trying to mount yet another comeback. And as you said earlier, Dream, this has really been a well-wrestled match by one Buff Bagwell at the NWO. You may not like him, and we don't, but he's been on top of his game here tonight. Here comes Luger again. Lex Luger meets the knee of Bagwell and goes down one more time. Every
time it appears that Luger is going to turn the tide, Bagwell has an answer. Bagwell has a counter.
Luger now dishing out some offense on Bagwell to the midsection, to the side of the head.
Does he have enough, though? That's the thing.
That's the question. To the ropes, and we've got a sleeper hold by Bagwell. Bagwell, as you can see, has it firmly put on the neck and the head of Lex Luger, and Luger's a long way from the ropes here, guys. He's running the center of the ring. Can he power his way out of it? Bagwell added leverage on his back. And Luger trying to maybe back him into a corner or walk to a rope. I don't think he can. Well, here he goes.
I think he's blinded almost at this point by Bagwell's hands over his eyes. He needs to position himself where he can drive Bagwell into one of the four corners to possibly break that hold. Bagwell takes him right back down to the mat.
I think it was a good point, Mike. He had blinded Luger, had his hand not only on the forehead but on the eyes. Luger did not know how close he was to the ropes a couple of times, or he could have gotten there. He just kind of walked around in a circle with Bagwell on his back. Can Luger come back here? Luger, hands in the air, and Lex Luger, for all he's worth, is standing again.
He's trying to muster up everything he can to get back there. Get it back. Hooked him up right there, but you can see Luger maybe worse for wear with that move right there.
Wow, I tell you, Luger, showing the caliber of athlete he is, had enough presence of mind, enough left in him to execute that move, and that was all, because here comes Bagwell, and Luger very calmly rolls the knees up towards his midsection and catches the midsection of Bagwell as well. Blocks him. Right hand to the side of the head. A warning by Billy Silverman. Luger not heeding those warnings, sending the man to the near side. Big back body drop.
Running good.
And again,
go. Run to him, Tony.
He's going to try to knock him down. Maybe rock him.
Yeah. Say it again.
Rock him right now.
Follows up that series of 3 clotheslines. Here comes the inverted atomic drop.
Lex Luger will pick him up again. Bagwell goes down. Vincent up on the apron trying to get a diversion, and he gets a fist for his efforts, and down he goes. And now the forearm shot at the top of the head.
He's got him out now if he wants to go ahead and put him away. And man, they want him 24,000 plus. Want him to put him away.
Yes, they do, and they want that one signature maneuver, but he's not ready for it yet. Remember, usually it's the power slam, the prelude to the torture rack. Let's see what he comes up with here. Up, and vertical suplex, put him down.
Got him
and
over.
there is Vincent again.
Look
Will
on the left.
someone get something to knock him smack dab out with it? Well, this will be good enough, I hope.
Shut him across the ring.
How about that? Lex Luger's had to fight 2 men all night. Buff Bagwell goes down. Vincent
I kind of like this.
goes out.
Billy Silverman kind of let this thing play. You
Yes,
know what
he
I mean?
did.
I kind of like that.
That's
He
exact-
might have had enough.
And Billy Silverman wants to see a
Yeah.
clear-cut winner.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you look at that thing,
That's a good point. He could have thrown this out.
Sure he could
with
have.
Vincent in the ring. But Billy Silverman is allowing this match to go on.
now they're allowing him to throw a mud hole in him.
Get off of him. I'm telling you, Lexi.
Well,
He's imploring Luger to get off of him, and down goes Silverman.
he was in the wrong place then. This can be bad for the camp of one Lex Luger.
Sending Bagwell in. Here it is.
Got him
Here it
right.
comes.
Yes. Don't ask me again. Do it.
He's going to try to rack Bagwell, but we look on the left, you see the feet, and now you see Silverman. No referee there at all. No referee, because Bagwell...
Who's this?
We got a disturbance.
It's Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage in.
Oh.
Kicks the back of Luger. Tries to pick Luger up.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
How about that?
I like it. Oh, yes, I like it.
And Lex Luger
Rack him too.
has now had to fight 3 men here tonight. He's going to rack Savage.
He's got him up, guys.
Yeah, why not? Lex Luger has racked Buff Bagwell. He's now racking Savage, and there's still no referee.
And he
I'm gonna
knocked
tell you
Vincent out to the floor, but here comes Big Scott Norton.
What does he have in his hand? Into the midsection, whatever it is.
Sounds like a chain or...
That's exactly what it was. It looked like a leash.
That's Rick Steiner's dog collar, wasn't it?
I hope it wasn't.
If
And
you look at this,
it knocked Luger right out. He's going to roll Bagwell over.
New World Order trying to make a statement right here.
And now he tries to wake up Billy Silverman, and Silverman, 1, 2, no.
I don't believe it. Another fluke win for Bagwell over Luger.
Tell you what, guys.
And the fact is, Bagwell is out. Miss Elizabeth runs down. I don't know what this is for.
Well, as far her man got racked.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Bagwell.
Any way you slice it, guys, any way you look at it, the NWO is on a roll here.
We got some guys hurt out there, and it's the New World Order. They do get the victory, but I tell you what, Luger fought him as long as he could. It's just an omen for what's going to take place tonight, guys.
You know, I've seen it in these big events. I've seen it in Nitro.
What's this?
Momentum plays a big part of it.
Well, Bagwell had a good game plan. Luger came back very strong, just really running through him on all these occasions, picking him up, getting him ready, getting him set, trying to go ahead and put him away. Already had interference, guys, from Vincent from the outside. Now, as he prepares Bagwell for the coup de grace, right here, you see Vincent coming up. Savage gets thrown to the floor. Then he gets racked. Then Norton comes in here. See, he's got him in the rack right there, guys. Scott Norton just eases around with that big old chain and levels him out right there. Bad blood running here, boys.
And when you look at the sides and you look at a scorecard, if you're an NWO, WCW fan, and you're keeping a scorecard, it's NWO 2,
Yeah.
WCW 0.
You can tear the card up when Sting beats Hogan.
I like hearing that.
You can tear it up.
Good call.
Well,